How often do we seek God's love and run from Him at the same time? Jonah said that he loved God, but got up and went in the opposite direction to get away from the Lord. That tension of, I serve you, but I'm disobeying you, can bring out results in our lives that reveal we need to change. The results may not always come by a huge storm, but it can look like inner unrest, strained relationships, lack of peace and clarity, and other things like financial strain. Stating we value peace, but gossiping. Saying we want direction, but being lazy, wanting to save, but overspending. When we don't live in alignment with what we say, the consequences don't stay hidden. They often come to the surface and can damage so much more than what we are paying attention to. And the thing is, we can feel good while not living in alignment. But the absence of guilt is not always a barometer of whether we are doing right. Jonah was sleeping peacefully as the storm raged, and the captain woke him up stating, "How can you sleep at a time like this?" Sometimes we need a captain in our life, that kind of interruption to reveal the damage we've been avoiding. Someone to point out that things are not okay no matter how we try to run from the reality of our storm. Someone to encourage us to open our eyes, look around, and potentially take responsibility. And someone shaking us awake to the reality of our situation may not fix everything in us, but it can bring us face to face with what we already know. When the captain woke Jonah up, he said, "Throw me in the sea. I know this storm is my fault." And at first, that sounds noble, and it sounds like accountability, like honesty. But if you look closer, it was incomplete surrender. Ceasing resistance, admitting faults, but not going in the direction of change. How many times is that us? Staying in this sort of limbo and acknowledging where we went wrong, but not doing anything to change or submit ourselves to God's authority. Because admission is easier than transformation. Jonah didn't speak up until the truth was exposed, and even then, he placed the responsibility in someone else's hands. Throw me in the sea, as if they had to deal with the outcome of his disobedience. And meanwhile, these pagan sailors, who didn't even claim to follow God, were showing more compassion and more urgency, more reverence than Jonah was in that moment. They tried to save him. They hesitated, they prayed, they sought God, although He was nowhere in their view in the beginning. While Jonah still wasn't fully surrendering. It shows how we can be aware and still not aligned. How we can admit and still not obey. How we can feel conviction and still choose not to move. Real surrender doesn't just acknowledge the problem. It turns and walks in the direction of change. So maybe the question is, where in your life have you admitted what's wrong, but stopped short of actually surrendering? And what would full surrender actually look like for you right now? Because awareness is powerful, but obedience changes everything. We have to ask ourselves, am I willing to go in the direction that God has asked of me? And where am I saying I know, but not doing anything differently? It's so easy to have this heart that Jonah had in his initial endeavor, to run from God and know we're running, and to not be honest with ourselves. While there was so much more to this story, this part really had me reflect on my own life and my own decisions. Comment below your thoughts, and thank you for joining me on The Quiet Cup.